We're back with Boston Mayor Michelle Wu. Greening Boston and mitigating climate change are key issues for your administration, and you've moved to sign up Boston for the state's new pilot program banning fossil fuels from most new construction except labs and hospitals. So explain, if you would, how that program is going to impact residents and why some may find it controversial.
So we're still in the planning stage with the state. This comes after the state legislature passed a landmark climate law that added a bunch of changes, but one of those pieces was a pilot program for up to 10 municipalities in the state to think about what ways they could better regulate how buildings are connected to energy sources. We know that in Boston, the #1 source of emissions, more than 70% of all the pollution we put out comes from our building sector and how they're heated and cooled and all of that. And so we would, if we are selected as one of the 10, we would work very closely with our workers in various industries, with those in the real estate community, with residents and renters to make sure that we could do this in a way that makes sense for our city.
Why do you think some developers are finding this controversial?
You know, I think uncertainty is always something that scares people, and particularly when you're planning for real estate projects that take years to get done from the moment you submit your first proposal to the groundbreaking. Not knowing what might happen in the meantime is what causes that tension. But we know today that the costs of doing something with electric appliances or clean energy rather than fossil fuels and polluting energy, that cost is not there or shrinking very quickly in most cases.
So it just requires them to rethink the way that they've been doing things for decades.
And we'll be here to provide that institutional expertise, support, and to make sure that this works for everyone.
Now, you've recently announced the formation of a new city forestry department, and CityLine recently reported on urban heat islands and how tree cover can lower the temperature in Boston's urban neighborhoods. Tell us about the urban forest plan.
I am so grateful that I live near the Arboretum. This is where my family goes to relax and just walk around. And when you are in a place with a lot of trees, you can sense once you walk into a certain grove, the temperature immediately drops. 10 degrees difference between Roxbury and West Roxbury and some of our, depending on how much tree coverage there is. And for all of that, for all the benefits we get from trees, cleaning the air of pollution, cooling us down, making our neighborhoods beautiful, we, for the longest time, had one certified arborist on staff for the entire city, whereas many cities had double digits. And so we're staffing up to be able to not only plant more trees, but maintain them and work in partnership so that every neighborhood has access to this amazing green infrastructure.
My backyard abuts one of the urban wilds, and in the summertime it's just so pleasant. It's cool back there. You can hear the birds chirping. So yeah, more trees in the city of Boston that everyone can enjoy would just be a wonderful thing.
And there's some early first steps. If you look around, walk down our sidewalks, many of the pits are empty. They're already there. They're waiting for a tree. We just need to be able to make sure they can take root and grow well.
Like many cities, many businesses, help wanted signs hanging up on City Hall. There are job openings in many city departments, but some complain that the residency requirements are hard to overcome because the cost of housing in Boston is so high. How are you going to make sure that there is an opportunity for people to take these jobs?
Yeah, at this very moment, we have more than 2,000 job opportunities with the City of Boston right now on the website. If you go, and everything from our new forestry division to driving street sweepers or school buses to working as an engineer in any one of our departments. But in an economy that is more mobile than ever before, with lots of folks able to work remotely from different places, we're really looking to be competitive in that market. So we've upped some of the salaries. We're working on renegotiating contracts with many of our city worker municipal unions.
Issue is housing in the city of Boston is very expensive.
Yep, and we're tackling that issue, putting the vast majority of our federal recovery funds to that, and in the meantime, trying to come up with solutions so that every single worker has that opportunity. Residency is something that comes up a lot. There real benefits from someone knowing the city, loving it, being immersed in it, and at the same time, when the city becomes more and more expensive, that has an impact on everything in your day-to-day life.
Let's talk about something fun. Halloween's just around the corner. What are the boys going to be dressed up as this year?
It's a little complicated. My sister is amazing, and she makes very complex costumes. So this year they're going to be headless monsters, I'm told. So their head is going to, they're going to be holding their head, and there's going to be...
That sounds like something some boys would enjoy.
I'll share pictures when we get closer.
Okay, Mayor Michelle Wu, thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you so much for having me.
And thanks to you for watching. Be sure to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at CityLine5, and you can follow me on Twitter at Karen Holmes Ward. Have a great afternoon.